Said I got style for you. Ain't seen you at the top, it's been a while for you. Big you up and they look down on you. Take one loss, no one's around for you. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, I won't stop. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, won't stop. Yeah. I'm so handsome. All in Carmine's with my Benzu, I'm so fancy. No romancing. Got my baby and she right, she make you vanish. No time to play, got book dates. Had a plan, only had to wait. Always knew I'd make a way. Send a bill, they send a pay. Keep it real, keep the record straight. Keep it real, no time to fake. All authentic in my own lane. I am me till I'm in the grave. Trendsetter, I got style for you. Ain't seen you at the top, it's been a while for you. Big you up and they look down on you. Take one loss, no one's around for you. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, I won't stop. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, I won't stop. Ooh, never panic. Get a worry, send it up and then it vanish. I can't stand it. Out of order way you move and see you scrambling. On offense, no defense. Still strong, no weakness. Used to say I wouldn't beat this. Now they wish they could beat this. Tables set, now tables turn. God's plan, don't say a word. Know the price, cause I know my worth. My time, get what I deserve. Trendsetter, I got style for you. Ain't seen you at the top, it's been a while for you. Big you up and they look down on you. Take one loss, no one's around for you. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, I won't stop. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, I won't stop. On my wrist, for real. LV on my chick, for real. Waco taking risks, for real. Went through hell to get to this, for real. I'm not puzzle making lists, for real. I stay low and stack my chips, for real. You keep looking for a flip, for real. That's not wealth, that's rich, for real. 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 For real, for real, really real, really real, really real, really real, for real, for real, for real, for real. No liens on the whip, for real. I get bored, I take a trip, for real. Take a loss, I never trip, for real. Been in shock, I'm not a lick, for real. Don't trust the soul, it's on my hip, for real. Make a move and you get hit, for real. No pictures by the crib, for real. Can't let them know just where I live, for real. 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 Really real. Really real. Really real. Really real. For real. For real. For real. On my wrist, for real. LV on my chick, for real. Waco taking risks, for real. Went through hell to get to this, for real.
Good morning all. Hope everyone is well. Hope everyone is doing good. Happy Wednesday to everyone. Let me see, I'm all systems go. You guys know the drill. Let's have a look what we got going on for today. So let's have a look here, and yeah, let's get it. All systems do look good here. Today is big day. GBP CPI here, pulling back pre-CPI. Very interesting to see. I actually like the idea of this going down pre-CPI, and I'm hoping CPI doesn't pump so we can trade that range towards the upside eventually. So yeah, having a look at news, already stated CPI coming into play here Wednesday. So 10 a.m. CPI, New York session pretty clean. A bit of building permits, all of this BS here. Not too much. Maybe Waller speaking here can be an issue. Now this is a knowing time right at NYSE Open. I don't really like that has to be at that time. That's like an ideal time to trade. So yeah, we'll see what ends up happening. We have another FOMC member speaking as well, so could have some interesting movements on gold, which we'll cover because gold is at all-time highs. Yesterday was pretty clean for everyone trading gold. I didn't upload it, but took a small gold scalp as well, using my 1-minute strategy, but that was about it. We were discussing an NY session, but yeah, crazy breakout. Have to capitalize on these breakouts. Many people just took the 50-minute close above, which was also very, very straightforward there as well. And yeah, so let's have a look at GJ's analysis first. Start off on the daily time frame. So previous daily is closing bullish. We are still respecting the previous range here, which is definitely going to be interesting. So we have to see what news does. News can obviously drastically bring us towards the downside and upside. Now we're seeing a lot of strong numbers come out of the UK. All of previous news was pretty strong in terms of all the statistics there. They're expecting today inflation to come down, right? They're expecting it to come down to 1.9% from 2%. Now this is going to be extremely interesting. If we see numbers come back higher, you're going to see pound pump here. But if we do see that the numbers come back lower, you could see an initial pump just on the basis of bullish, obviously positive news for the UK. But that can also be led by a bit of downside here. Now that downside, again, pound is just going to show more strength in pound long term still because of the standpoint of the JPY here. And yeah, reason we've been seeing so much, why we saw a bit of JPY strength here, from interventions, of course. And on top of that, we've been seeing, US dollar weakness come through, which is why obviously we had a gold pump up here as well. So those two things put together. Now, looking at 4-hour time frame, we have obviously had a resolution here in terms of 4-hour closing below the range here, right? So we see us closing below the range. Need to see what price wants to do now. So it's pretty straightforward here. We're not seeing too much happening at the moment, and we'll need to see with news. News is in only 20 minutes here, and we'll see what price wants to do, how it wants to react, and where it wants to go essentially here. This I don't think I need anymore. This was the previous range we broke out of. You can say buy, and we'll just leave it like this for now. And yeah, let's see what happens with news here. Pretty interesting. Now, after news, we'll be able to trade. If we're coming back down to the 4-hour supports here, as long as we respect these 4-hour supports, could set up for another liquidity grab. That liquidity grab could end up us going towards the upside here, which would be quite interesting. If CPI does pump here, I don't like it that much. If CPI pumps, I would prefer it to just see a spike back up to here. If anything, continuation of buys is going to be above the range, and that can start to fade out over the next couple of weeks. Fade out this intervention push here, right? So we'll see how big the push is. Obviously, if it comes back at 2%, which I'm expecting, we'll see a spike. We're not going to probably see a massive push, but I would expect it to spike back to the top of the range if we were to see a spike. Still decent, 40-50 pips, but that's what I'd expect there. So moving on to gold. So gold obviously ripping through the highs here. We can remove some of these drawings here as we're just at no man's land at the moment. We can remove this 4 hours we can remove now. This 30 buy, this buy, this is well buy. Weekly resistance I'll leave on. This one I'm going to leave on like that, and yeah, that's about it. This one can say buy as well. So yesterday obviously above here was pretty clean. see the buy continuation here. I took a scalp somewhere within the new 1 hour candle close, so I waited for this 1 hour candle close, took a buy there, fill the wick and continue, but based it on my 1 minute time frame type strategy there. That was about it, but amazing push here, and you know, pushing 100 plus pips on a breakout like this. This is what we normally see of gold here. So now obviously we're chilling out, we're pulling back here, which is healthy for price. Pretty crazy price we're reaching here, 2480, man. Wow, pretty insane to see price reach up to these levels here. You're watching history unfold, which is pretty cool, and especially to be part of it. Weekly time frame resolution towards the upside breakout, daily time frame as well, resolution towards the upside breakout. And yeah, it looks pretty similar to this. Now what do you notice here is that as long as we hold bullish structure, price is basically in an uptrend here, right? So as long as bullish structure is being held, right, high lows, high lows, high lows, high lows, we're gonna continue up. So same thing is gonna play here. As long as we play nicely bullish structure, price is gonna continue up, and we can say new highs and new highs, right? So that's how it's gonna work, right? You can see how we've had this nice structure towards the upside. Boom, we break structure with this candle here, and that leads you into your downside move, accumulation phase, liquidity grab towards the downside, and now our new distribution phase. So we could even pull back to 2240s, but until we're breaking structure, that's it. We're gonna continue pushing bullish here, so buys would make sense. We could even continue as soon as today. Definitely does make sense here, depending on what speeches happen and all of that stuff. So daily time frame obviously closing very strong bullish here. We're creating some sort of range. Typically with these breakouts, I've traded them many times before. What you'll notice is that price loves to form some sort of accumulation, and the best move is the breakout move, right? In my opinion, I actually have a whole video explaining all-time high breakout strategy here, so I'm going to link this in chat, and I recommend everyone who is trading gold today to watch this video. It's the whole reason I made it, as I was expecting prices to be all-time high. US 30s at all-time high as well, and I also recommend you watch my gold breakout strategy video. These two videos together, that's it. You're going to be set for New York session, you're going to be set for the breakouts, and you're going to be ahead of 90% of the market. If you're too lazy to watch 18 minutes worth of content, then I hope you lose money, because you're just never gonna get good at this game when all the material is there, you know, and people willing to help you. So, you know, take initiative and actually try to get good. But looking at this, same thing, right? Look, range gets messy. The breakout candle, beautiful move. Breakout candle, beautiful move. Breakout candle, beautiful move. And that's kind of how you want to be playing it, right? That's how you want to be playing it. Is to let this form accumulation and then trade the breakout candle. Now the difference with this scenario is that this range is pretty freaking massive here. This range is 100 pips, so we could be looking for accumulation within this range and kind of breakouts of, you know, 74s here, right? 74 breakouts could make sense here towards the upside. At the moment here, looking at our ranges that we have, 30 minutes above 71 is looking pretty, 72 really is looking quite clean. To go retest towards the upside. So if we draw a resistance there, now 15 minute it isn't clean, unfortunately, would be nice, but there is that little zone there. So I feel like, you know, 30 minute close above there, which will obviously close a 15 above there, you can use that as a watch zone, right? And that's where buys can come through for buys. Obviously buys would come through for buys, doesn't really make too much sense, but that's where I'd be looking for buys here. So buys would be above this type of zone here. So that's where your buys would come above. Now for sells, I'm not a seller when we have big breakouts. Where buys would come in for sells. You know, I'm not, when we have these big breakouts, I'm not a seller. I think selling now is, you know, you have so much room if we're gonna sell. Like there's nothing you need to worry about trying to catch sells, because we have huge range here. Huge range for sells. If I'm gonna sell, I need to see 4-hour candles close at least strong bearish here. I want to see a strong bearish candle close that at least breaking previous candle close. It's just always the way I've traded breakouts. I'm not going to jump in anything that I haven't done before. With these breakouts, it's extremely profitable to trade in the direction. And, you know, we might reach up to 2,500, which is nuts for me to think about. 3 months ago, I was seeing, you know, that being a potential target, and to be there so fast is nuts. But yeah, basically looking for that. Now later on, if we do get strong 4-hour bearish candle closes, yeah, we could be looking for retracement moves, counter trend moves, kind of like what we were looking at on GU yesterday. Otherwise, I'm not too interested in counter trend moves. We do have a support here. We can just mark that so we have nice charts. Right. And yeah, so that's what I'm looking at now. With pound news as well, GU is going to be affected with pound news as well. Pound strength coming in very nicely here, same as yesterday. Pound strength coming in very nicely. Yesterday we tried to take some retracement sales, but dollar weakness is just continuing here. You can see it on gold, you can see it all of that, and that's what's happening. So we'll have to see what ends up happening here. With GU, obviously it's in a range at the moment. Buys do look nice above these highs here. Daily time frame as well, previous daily closing bullish as well. 4-hour time frame, you know, mixed bias here. You do have a 4-hour resistance right here. You kind of want to get above that, but again, we need to wait for news here. There's no real point of doing too much of a markup here, as one candle will just blast through everything and, you know, will basically supersede. But if we could relax, do a liquidity grab and get above there, it can start to make sense. But yeah, let's see what happens. Pound is dumping at the moment. 10 minutes till news. I'm gonna put in chat a news poll. Let's see what you guys are saying on news. Right, so if you guys enjoyed the analysis, be sure to leave a like on the stream. You guys know the drill. Hate to say it, part of the game. GBP CPI. See, up or down. Gonna put in chat. Get the likes up to 150. We're at 95. And there we go. I'm gonna put that in chat. Interested to see what people are saying, up or down. Someone's asking me, I placed GJ sell now? Damn, bro. Or what is entry point? Entry point is close your eyes and turn around from your screen, walk out and come back in 10 minutes. Right? That's what you should do. And when you come back in 10 minutes, I want to tell you to tell me how you feel. Bail or sale? Close your eyes and hope. See what the votes are coming in here. How many votes? 91 votes already. Let's see. Most people are voting actually up here. Up is winning. See what the votes say. Thoughts on this on UJ? Let's have a look. Should be UJ sells, yes. Dollar weakness coming through here. Might see that pullback as things, but yeah, this looks alright. What time did you take this? I think with the stop loss, it's very conservative. 9 AM, yeah, 50 minutes ago. I think this is a, you know, stop loss can't be any narrower in this type of scenario when you're taking it this early. You can manage even something closing back in the range, the first range where you have your first yellow box. B now, yeah, at the 4 hours, good to be B. I mean, yeah, if that's a 4 hour support there, then yeah, that would be a B point. That second 4 hour could be issues as well. You know, you have to be careful about that. Especially if dollar wants to strengthen a little bit more. But, you know, so far it looks okay. I would say daily support is max target here. You know. But it's moving smooth here. Some yen weakness coming here. So this is not pound, guys. This is not pound. Remember, this is not pound. This is some Yen strength, sorry, coming in, not yen weakness. So this is yen strength. Yen strength, hopefully that just pushed you to TP. Interesting to see yen strength come through here. All right, 150 votes here. People are saying up. People are saying up. I really do like price coming down here long term for us. It's very healthy, and gets into juicier buying zones here, especially if we can come low as 204s. 204s will make me happy. Alright, sorry to ask again, tried it yesterday. I see that FXCM and IC markets have different 4-hour candles. IC market closes now in 10 minutes. FXCM closed an hour ago. Yes, my 4-hour candle closed an hour ago. IC markets has already closed as well for me on my broker. So I don't know what's happening with you. Unless you're using Tradingview IC markets, which is all messed up. People ask me why I don't use it, and that is the exact reason why, is because it's all a little messed up. But my 4-hour candle has already closed. My GJ looks the same here. Look, I can show you the two charts, right? It looks the exact same, you see? 4-hour candle close, 4-hour candle close, right? So it's not different. Alright, news here in 5 minutes here, so put in your votes. 170 votes, 120 likes. I always catch you guys. Every day I catch you guys. Always capping. I see it, I see it. You guys can press vote button, but you can't press like, see? Catch you guys always. What do you think of the trade token Discord? We'll check that later. I'm neither up or down, I'm team Goids. Where's this alert coming from? Probably on my alert I had from a long time ago on my charts. Margin call? No, it was an alert I left on probably my old chart from when we were trading before interventions or something. My Owanda charts. Yeah, a lot of yen weakness coming here before news. 3 minutes before news. Let's see, let's see. Not yen weakness, guys. I keep mixing this up. Yen strength. A lot of yen strength coming in. I'm gonna end the poll here. Put in your votes. So people, 60% of people saying up. 60% of people saying up. Let's see if you're right. If this dumps down, damn, that's a big melt for pound. I added the scam likes in chat. Down then up. Let's see, let's see, let's see. Morning, Harry from Scotland. Morning, brother. I say down. Energy, food prices are big, so CPI pound should follow. If down means that CPI should, oh yeah, then that means, yeah, CPI should come down. So yeah, based on energy and food, it is a big part, of course. But we'll have to see consumer. Well, this is consumer, but we have to see if that is going to also relate to, because we could have PPI as well be higher if PPI is higher, then they might put that on the consumer. Did your UJ hit TP yet? Yes. Well done. Holding my GU long, either B or full TP. Well, yeah, then Marco is hoping up. You know, Marco is hoping up. Bro, I believe GJ is going to dump as most are bullish. Most aren't bullish actually. Most are bearish. So we'll see what news ends up doing here. 1 minute for news. %60 of you said up. So people are expecting it to go up. You guys have not been too wrong here. You've not been too wrong. Dump it. Let's see. I'm buying after GJ news. Yeah, I mean higher time frame, you know, makes sense. But short time frame we could continue down. So we'll see what happens and then react based on it. But again, this weakness came not from pound. This is not pound weakness. This was GBP, this was yen weakness because GU is moving up here. So it's not from the pound here. This is from the yen. This is not priced in. This is from the yen, guys. Keep in mind. So let's see what happens here. 7 seconds. I'm interested to see. Yes, I mean strength. Damn, I always mix that up. All right. So pushing up to begin with here. No bottom wick on this candle. Slight push up, nothing too much, nothing too crazy, quite good. I want to see the results here. I want to see the results. Yeah, nothing really crazy. 2%, that's what I was talking about. Come back 2% and we'll see a small move up here. This is actually good for long term on the pound here for potential pound strength to continue. And yeah, this is what we're seeing. So this is a good number for UK to be, you know, it's kind of nothing too crazy, as it's holding temporary strength here, right? We would have seen GU pop up here as well a little bit. Yeah, GU gave a bigger pop here. Filled the range we were looking to fill. That's what I mean, no point of marking up. So yeah, overall bullish for the pound, that news, as that means that, hey, we're not going lower in inflation, right? We're not going lower in inflation, but we're still healthy inflation, which is good for economy long term. But we don't need to reduce interest rates too soon, which is why we see more of a bullish reaction. But a lot of yen strength coming into the market right now. That is why we're seeing this being faded on GJ. So below the 4-hour support can be opportunities for selling scalps. But in the 4-hour support here, I'm still bullish bias here. And I'll be looking for potential setups for buys, right? If we could see, you know, some sort of support form, you know, could be looking for potential buys here actually. Pretty decent drop though, huh? From this morning. What time was this? 8:30 a.m. We have seen a 50 pip drop. Not bad, not bad. Gold as well continuing down here. Interesting to see. So we're seeing money leave gold and go into yen. That is actually what we're seeing. We're seeing money leave gold, go into yen. Interesting to see what dollar is doing. We might see, yeah, look, dollar is also going down, right? Dollar is not getting stronger here. So that means money is actually going into the yen here. We're seeing money go into the yen. So we're seeing profits being taken on gold and they put money into the yen because why? The yen is a safe haven, right? the yen is a safe haven, and we're seeing them take profits, put that into the yen. So very interesting to see how money moves between the markets here. Hence, we're getting this yen strength, right? So many people quiet now? Yeah, because they're trying to trade it like gold CPI. They're getting all excited. If you read my poll, it said trading after news. I took it on the flip. Hope you have a plan behind that. Harry, you're a great mentor. I started 2 months ago. Now I am 800 pounds up. Oh, amazing, Peter. Glad to hear that. Nice work, nice work. Make sure to preserve capital. Slowly grow it. Don't give that back. You've worked for that. You deserve it. GBP is not rising. Slowly. Remember, there's a lot of yen strength is coming in here. If you look at GU here, you can see GU had a spike up here. Again, news is the same as last month, so it's not really something that the market has to react drastically off, if that makes sense. So we're just the same. So we see initial reaction, but it's the same as last month, and last month was already priced in. But this just keeps till next month, which we have the new CPI. This keeps fundamentals the same in terms of CPI, right? Of course, speeches can come out at any time, but in terms of that underlying fundamental cause, it's still there that, hey, inflation is at 2%, and we can see interest rates be held higher for longer, which is obviously going to strengthen the pound. How is the yen a safe haven? Bro, you spelled safe haven SAFEHOKD, bro. How do you get haven to hawked? Can't see that. It's a safe haven because of its negative interest rate environment here. It's very attractive for investors. Yen has historically always been a safe haven, right? Yen has historically always been a safe haven. And yeah, with its low interest rate environment here, you don't lose money on the yen, you know? GU buys above the 4 hour. It's tough. Where are you buying into, man? I'm not sure what that plan is. Buying into all this resistance. I don't see it. Right, if you're looking for buys above this 29870, where are you buying into? Right? 30 minute as well, tough. Small range. 1 hour as well, tough. I'm hoping this is a sweep to go lower on GU. Depends on the USD strength. USD has been getting extremely weak. But I don't know. Why are you looking for sells on GU though? Why are you looking for sells on GU? That's my question. Buy is not looking good, but yeah, but that doesn't mean to immediately switch for sells, right? We do have mixed bias, you know, but I just thought you meant higher time frame though, right? Higher time frame was still very bullish. Keep that in mind. You know, but yeah, if we start breaking down our ranges for the session, yeah. You know, there is opportunity for sells maybe below these ranges here, right? You have a little bit of a selling range here. And if that is the liquidity, then yeah, you expect it to fill the range, right? Where did you learn all of these concepts, man? Who was your mentor in your initial journey? Which concepts? My fundamental analysis? Fundamental analysis was from Google searches, man. Yen strength is based on BOG buying their own currency. They intervened twice last week. Fundamentals are very weak. Yen will fall over the next few weeks. Bank keeps propping it up. Yeah, of course. but that's already getting faded, right? They finished there. And also the Bank of Japan did not buy their own currency. It's the Ministry of Finance who initiates the interventions, not the Bank of Japan. The Ministry of Finance coordinates with the Bank of Japan, but it's the Ministry of Finance who calls the shot. I mean, it doesn't change anything, but just for you, you know. Can look for scalp buys. I think regular buys can be above this earlier one here, 72s. If you look at that on 30-minute. Sells below here. If you are going to sell, I think this would be safer not to get caught in the range. So yeah, I'd love to see this candle close bullish, next candle close bearish, and then we close above to look for buys. We didn't tap the 4-hour support. We still have, you know, there's a big range here. You know, it's 123 pips to the bottom of the range here. We didn't tap this 4-hour support as well, so we could very easily tap this 4-hour support. It could be an option where we just retest the 4-hour support, right? Technically, it's not crazy for us to retest the 4-hour support. After seeing this, seeing the white chat, I wish it's the only one you use for the streams. Which white chat? Oh, you mean after seeing the exclusive group chat? Yeah, it's obviously different, more probably better questions coming in there, more focused for sure. Yeah, he's talking. Yeah, he's talking about the exclusive one. Yeah, exclusive chat will be a lot more focused. It's gonna be different than the YouTube stream chat. I have to say, I enjoy the exclusive chat more, but the YouTube chat is more entertaining. That's how I have to put it, right? Greetings from Cyprus. Hey, man. YouTube stream chat is unique. Yeah, we get all sorts of things in there, right? Guys, Harry is saying we're not fun in here. Ah, white chart. Yeah, you might be right, Alex, actually. Yeah. You might be right. Alex. That makes more sense. After seeing white chart. Nah, man, this is like a flashbang. Can't wake up with a flashbang. I wonder if sells below here could be an option as a scalp. Especially if we get structure then fail, right? Just as a scalp, it would be kind of counter trend. I don't like to sell, but if we just melt and we see this dollar weakness continue, I know dollar strength start to come back in here, could make sense. We do have a very clean lower high, lower high, lower high. It's not like we're ranging somewhere tight. We're actually breaking down a bit. So unless if we start to form support and that support fails, I might be interested earlier. But that's about it, right? That's about it. So put that question mark. Should we sell below? How to read monthly and weekly candles properly. You open the monthly chart, you look at the candle, and you're done. If it's bullish, it's bullish. It's bearish, it's bearish. You've read it properly. You know, it's not rocket science. It's the same how you read a 15-minute candle chart, right? It's just, it represents higher time frames. No need to overcomplicate it. It's the exact same. Like this could be a monthly candle, right? So how would you read this candle? If you can read 15-minute candles, you can read monthly candles. If you can read weekly candles. I mean, if you can read 1 hour candles, you can read weekly candles. They're all the same. The only difference is time, right? You have to be realistic. Like, let's say your monthly target is 2000 pips away. You can probably assume that you're not going to see this month candle hit that target because it's 2000 pips away. I was floating profit 4% yesterday, 1% left till TP to pass my funded. News comes in and hit my B. Shit was depressing. Actually, no, it's part of the game. 4% profit is a big one. You know, I would definitely, you know, just for consistency point of view, consider looking at, is there a way I could have secured something, you know, holding 4%. Now, the main reason is that you knew you were holding during news. Never a good idea to hold during news. And it feels like you were hoping news would give you the push just to pass your funded instead of technically looking what's going on in the charts. I'm sure price was near to a target. Now, if it just didn't hit your target and you take you take 1 to 4s, you know, you risk 1% to make 4, or 1 to 5s, like you said, you were 1% away, then yeah, exactly. That's what's gonna happen. That's what's gonna happen is you're gonna find a lot of trades come back to break even because it's a big target to hit. So, but the ones that hit, yeah, you make a big percentage, but when they don't hit, you have to get used to it. It's good that you came back to break even. Didn't lose anything. I mean, I used to trade the same. Look for a big risk to reward, and that's why I stopped, because I'd be up 1 to 3, 1 to 4, all, and hold that for a day, 2 days, just for all of that shit to come back to break even. It was terrible. It was terrible for that to come back to break even. See, we can write here looking for buys above this, right? As a plan. How did you use the concept of supported as resistance if price breaks out? When you're coming back to that zone, yes, it will flip, right? So 50 minutes closed above 205, which is good. Now we just need some structure to form to make sure this is not going to be a lower high. It can easily be just a lower high. We go retest 4 hour. Ideally, that's the setup you want to see. You want to see price go grab liquidity and then continue up. Now, what I'm also interested in is how many people took gold buys yesterday. Gold buys were very straightforward. Even I'm talking to you guys in the exclusive. If you was looking at gold, you know, this would be a good to review the 1 minute scalping strategy as well. I was talking about it in the group. Just to give you an example of when the 1 minute scalping strategy is going to be applicable here, right? So yeah, watch for this 1 minute, watch for this 1 hour close. This is where the 1 minute strat will work, right? So identifying first, look at 656. This is where the 1 minute strat is going to work. And then, yeah, said need to leave. And then I called here when the 1 minute strat here. This is the one I took on the 1 hour flip here. Stops below, basically below the range here. Very tight stop actually, and this is huge. You can see I didn't use big lot size, but you can do math, right? And this is me. Look at my lot size here is 2 lot. But let's measure how big that move was. If we go back on 1 minute, we see the stop loss is very respectable. I don't mind losing these, because if I lose these, I lose very little, right? So look, if I take an entry here, 1 hour flip after 1 hour support, stop loss is around $200 stop. Very, very manageable stop loss here. I don't mind losing $200 at all. But check out how much this shit pushes, right? 40, 50 pips, you're up $1,000 at 50 pips, right? So risk reward is massive. But again, win rate is not always the highest. Now I took that, secured profit, and then again, you had another opportunity here for the same entry. Close above the range. Stop loss can go below here, 14 pips this time, and you got another 50 pips. So beautiful, beautiful classic 1 minute strat. Or you can just keep things simple and you just take the breakout trade on the 15 close above and manage on something closing back inside the range. That's the other way. 50 pips stop loss, manage something close back inside the range, and yeah, look, you push 170 pips, right? I was greedy and it tapped BE. Damn. Do you find any benefit of leaving trade history on MT5? Not really, not really. I mean, if I go to weekly time frame, then it's not beneficial. I just leave it. I like to see, you know, sometimes it's good. I can scroll back and see. I also do it to be able to show people where I entered and exited, right? I think that's the main reason I do it. Otherwise, it doesn't make too much of a difference. Technical purpose? Not really, right? There's no technical purpose. I remember my trades anyways. I'm not like you guys who don't remember anything. That's where I slipped. I should have managed, but went hard B instead. I think on a big breakout, you know, I don't, like I said to you in the chat yesterday, it's not a bad practice to go break even because there's a 1 hour there. It's not a bad practice, but on a big breakout, you kind of just want to accept, you know, hey, I don't mind taking a bit of a management because, you know, I just, yeah, that's basically it. Like, I'll take management because I know the opportunity of this breaking out heavily, you know? This buys above here, I'm going to remove because this is way too far now. If we're going to look to buy, we're going to look to buy back to that zone. Right, later, New York session, that could be an option to buy above there, but not right now. I look back at my journal and Tuesday seems to be a consistent losing day. Do you have any day like this? Actually, Tony in the chat in the exclusive group noted that in his journal Tuesday was a losing day. He found the same thing for himself as well. For me, when we went back and tested it, I would say Tuesday for me is not always losing. Like, there was no pattern. I couldn't find a pattern, you know, like yesterday. And what happened to everyone yesterday? I can see already there's like 150 less people showing up after yesterday. Everyone chickened out. I can't believe it. Everyone chickened out of the trade and then doesn't show up today because they're salty that they chickened out and the trade went back in profits. How are you saying we don't remember trades? Ask the YouTube chat and they will recall all your losses. Yeah, it's easier for them to recall my losses, right? Because they only have to remember 22 losses out of 78 wins. Yesterday didn't hit B. For me, it hit B. Yes, I was 1 pip from TP. But they all chickened out when we were in drawdown. Remember, we were holding 5 pips of drawdown. And in 5 pips of drawdown, they all chickened out. They closed, you remember? And left stream. Chickens. Something like setup 2 back to the top of the range. Yeah, you know, like a setup 5/2. Market will slap me until I slap the market, showing up every day, no excuses. Yeah, you guys in the exclusives are different though. I didn't even enter, even worse. No, that's fine. I mean, if you made a plan not to enter, that's fine. But my point is that they were closing early. We were holding drawdown and they closed early and stop. They closed at -5 pips when stop loss was -7 pips. It's like, why are you closing? Like, we already accounted for risk, right? If I hit stop loss, that's it. Lose 1%, get on with my day. But there's a reason why my stop loss is there. Now, if you didn't calculate spread correctly, yeah, that's your improvement for the trade. But if you're closing early in the trade, right? If you're closing early in the trade, it's a very bad habit. You know, you need to not do that. The reason we take a plan. Now, if you're over leveraging, over risking 10-20% a trade, so when you hold drawdown, you're suffering, that's just a very bad mistake here because, you know, there's no such thing. There's no such thing as always 100%. Nothing's 100%. So yeah, that's how it works. Brother, can you show me again what are your potential trades to look out for? Yeah, we'll discuss it. We're always discussing it anyways. You just have to listen up. Potential looking for, if we create support, there might be an option to sell. Might be an option to sell gold here. If not, looking for buys. With GJ, we're waiting for some more structure for buys as well. Bro, honestly, I haven't come across any other traders on YouTube who are truly honest. What do you mean by truly honest? You mean just speaking about all of the stuff they do? Yeah, you have to be. You know, there's no shame. There's no shame in making mistakes. There's no shame in doing anything. Like, that's why I have a journal, and to be honest, I'm very impressed with the results of my trading. It's fully documented here on YouTube. Every single setup recorded live, from entry, from TP, from management, how I felt during the setup, what I was thinking, what I liked, what I didn't like, where I wanted it to push, why I closed, why I didn't close. And this is watching back, just being able to watch back every single one of these trades, and the time is given for you, is a huge resource that you're not going to get. Like, what you're getting here is really something that is of value here, you know. It is really something of value that it can drastically benefit you. You know, and people have to see that. Like, I'm not ashamed to make mistakes and stuff, because it's reality. But long term, I can show you that, hey, there is consistency. Not only me, but others who are also following the method, right? There's a lot of people in our group as well who do the same thing, right? And you can see their progression in their trading. So if it's not only me that's happening, then there's obviously a process towards this. I'm not going to account it to only my strategy. That doesn't mean anything long term. You can be profitable with a lot of strategies, but at the end of the day, you need to stick to one and understand the process. The process is what's going to make you money in this game. It's not just the strategy. You guys are trying to chase different strategies every day to find the best way to enter the market. The problem is that you're not going to find anything. You're going to just be lost, and you're going to not end up unprofitable. The process of getting better is exactly how you're going to actually get good at this game. It's exactly how you're going to end up making money in this game. You know? So make sure to follow a process, which a lot of you guys fail to do. You have to be honest with yourself. What do you want? What do you want from this? Right? And how are you going to get there? Many people want things that they don't even... Can we see copy of your journal? Of course, exclamation journal in the chat, or join the free Discord as well. Right? That's the point here. That's the point. Is that everyone, you know what you want, but you don't set a plan on how you're going to get it. You just fool yourself trying to find the quickest way to get it. You say, I want to be a full-time trader. I want to make $10,000 from trading. I want to get rich from trading, but you have no plan. Right? I want to do it for my plan, for my family. Great. But what's the plan? You know, you want to do all of this stuff, right? But at the end of the day, you're not setting realistic goals. These are all crazy goals. And I had the same problem when I started. And that led me to not make any money, right? Because I kept trying to pressurize myself because I had money. I was making thousands of dollars in crypto, which I'm very grateful for, but I come to Forex and I'm getting smashed. You know, and it's like you get frustrated because you can make money there, but you can't make money here. And you're like, okay, why? What am I doing wrong? You know? How can I improve? And that's where I really realized that, hey, I need to basically, this is a new skill. I need to start from zero and set realistic goals. You know, because 90% of people won't even withdraw from the market here. You know, they won't withdraw from the market. They won't take a withdrawal. And I can show you, you want to see something really interesting? Check this out. I'm just giving that speech. Since it's not a signal, right? Look at this. You can see how people's mindset works, okay? I watched me give that speech when we were talking about trades, 495 people here. 430 now because of me giving that speech. Can you see that? It shows you. This is the problem. Yeah, this is the problem. 490 to 430 is what? Like 60, 70 people. Imagine 60, 70 people do not even have the attention span to listen to that. Something that will help them get better in this game. Can you imagine? It's mind-boggling. And these are the same people who will go and now pay for something that is going to give them false promises. Right? Hey, this signal service will make you X per month. Hey, this will make you XYZ per month. Damn. Then they complain when they're broke and they lost money. Right? They lost money from all of these scammers. Guess what happens? It's a matrix trader, bro. Right? Then they complain and say Forex is a scam, this is a scam, doesn't work, you suck. Then they try come back again because they feel like they can make it work, and then they see you're doing fine, they see all the people who around them who stuck to it doing good, and then they hate because they feel envy. And then envy is the biggest killer. Right? So don't get stuck in that cycle. I want to look at it differently. Hear me out. 90% of people lose. If you don't drop 90% of views, then the audience is the right one. I'd respect that. Doesn't matter about that. The point is here is that there's no point of trying to create a channel to reach out to people if you're only accommodating to a small group. Your whole goal is to change people's opinion, and you have to, if you're only getting low amount of views, you're not going to change people's opinion because only the same people are going to be showing up, so you don't make an impact. For me, I want to make an impact. That's where I get a thrill, in getting impact, seeing people improve. If I wasn't a growing channel, you would have found me, everyone in the exclusive group wouldn't have found me. So then at the end of the day, I have to keep doing that, if that makes sense. So yes, you're right, and that would matter more for, this is why I have a group, is because I can filter out that 90, that 10%, right? And keep them in one place and spend time. But at the end of the day, you would have never found me if I never was doing what I'm doing, trying to make an impact and trying to share my experiences, not my opinion. Right? So at the end of the day, there is a point where you have to grow, you have to churn out bad people, but in order to churn out people who don't want to listen, you need to be growing. Right? And it's a battle in terms of that, to be constantly growing if you actually want to make a change. So for me, you can see I kind of have a passion for this. I have a passion for people doing well. So it gets frustrating because I want to grow. I want people to hear what I have to say, because I do think that it can somewhat help them in some way, especially that I get to come jump on stream, right? You know, I think being on stream is extremely useful for multiple amount of people. You know, especially people maybe can't afford, you know, being part of the community or something. It also allows people to show up to a place daily and listen to more than things just as trading, right? You know, we speak about discipline in general life. We speak about everything, business. We speak about, like, I always tell people, they're like, I want to get in Forex. I'm like, don't get in Forex to make money if you don't have the discipline and skill. Get in Forex to be in the world of money. Like, if you start learning to trade, everyone who I know who has learned to trade has a better, deeper understanding of how money works and how to earn money, because it's going to require you to go to places that you really, other skills don't push you, right? You don't have, in other skills, you don't have to risk money on the line and lose it and then get better, right? This is the only job in the world where I can sit here now for 20-30 minutes of my time, 1 hour of my time, and not only not be paid, but also potentially lose money. Right? Now, there's obviously two sides to the coin. It's very lucrative because I could sit here for 10-15 minutes. I could make, you know, someone's monthly salary in 5 minutes as well. But there's a push and pull towards that, right? You lose somewhere else, you know, in terms of you have that risk you have to take, right? Your job here is to take risk. You know, so in terms of, there's many things people can benefit from, mindset and stuff like this, and this is just going to carry over anywhere else, you know. Think about it. If you were to go open a business now, if you were to go do any other work after learning trading, how much better of an individual would you be? Think about it. I am who I am today. There has been other things in my life which has shaped me like this, but a lot of it comes from being in finance and doing what I do, right? You have a certain aura of you, a certain, you know, a certain way. Where can I get an updated version of live chat journal? The Discord groups version is from the 6/7/24. Just exclamation mark journal in the chat. But the one in the Discord group is just when it was posted, man. So just click the one in the Discord group is the when it was posted, right? So you can just click on it and it will be updated since it's a Google. This is a scam, guys. Don't click on this. I'll delete this after stream. So if you go to resources and you go to the journal, which is stream journal, it will be automatically updating, right? It will be automatically updating. 9 reactions on my new video. You guys, 10 reactions. You guys are full lacking on the Discord. But when I do a giveaway, look how many reactions come in giveaways. 43 reactions, 34 reactions, 65. Come on. Sleeping. Value, don't care. I'm thinking of GJ buys on 205.45. Yeah, that resistance, right? That's what we wanted to see. Pull back down, and then close above. Right, that could be an option here we could see, right? I just, you know, honestly would have preferred to tap the 4-hour support, of course. Would have been really nice to tap 4-hour support first. But, you know, we can't be too greedy. But if we start to get above there, it could be okay. We would like this 1 hour to close bullish, of course. 30-minute does need to get above there as well. Is 500 leverage good or is it over leverage? You guys need to really research. If you don't know how to calculate lot size, you don't know what leverage is, please do a little bit of research and research what leverage is. Leverage doesn't matter if you're using proper risk management. You can get away with 1 to 100. You'll have plenty of leverage left. leverage only matters for people who want to gamble and risk 20, 30, 40% of their account, because you need leverage to do that. But if you're risking 1, 2, 3%, you don't need much leverage because you're not over risking, right? I did that, but it doesn't automatically update. Then type exclamation journal in the chat. You can go check that one as well. Right? Just type exclamation journal in the chat like this. Oh, I'm all caps. That's it. Nightbot will send you the link. I have 1 to 500 leverage, but not using. Exactly, yeah. Like, just set your leverage. Doesn't matter, right? If you're risking 1 to 3%, you know you're not going to be over leveraged because you have enough leverage. But focus more on risk, you know? Focus more on risk. I had a huge discussion with the leverage with a stock market investor. He said if I'm on 1 to 30 leverage, I'm a gambling degen. Yes, you are. In the stock market, the maximum leverage that they're allowed to have legally is 1 to 4, and that's max. That's even considered. Remember, stock market investors don't even do that, you know? Yeah, so yeah, exactly. Yeah, they're so used to spot, right? And that's what I mean. Like, and he's a big guy, right? Like a big player, because spot, you need a lot of money to make money, right? You know, if you average, you're returning 10, 20% a year on investments, on very good years, right? 10, 20%. You know, I would say on good years, and that's it. You know, this is you need big money, right? 10% of a million is only basically less than 10K a month. He's my gym PT. He'll come to the group and teach us all. He'll call us all degens, bro. We have to be careful. Date of last trade is incorrect. Yes, you are correct about that. That it is incorrect. This is also incorrect. When did we take this? We took this on the 16th. Yeah. Formula? Fuck your formula. Give me a sec, guys. I'll go toilet and come back. GJ's trying to close above here. Right, 1 minute for this candle to close here. We did tap this little resistance here. How big is this? 28 pips tops. Target here is around 9 pips to there, 18 pips to there, 37 all the way at the top of the range. Steep stop loss though. I would like to maybe see a 30-minute. Let's see how this 5-minute forms. 5-minute, I wanted to see it close above the resistance as well. What might be nice is if we get this 15 close bullish, next one gives us setup 3, we put stop loss below that. I think that would be a lot better here. Let's see 26 seconds. We'll see. We still don't have a 1 hour support, which is not really the best thing for me. Yeah, at least some 5-minute structure as well. I'm not too confident just right now. Or deep bottom wick to retest 205. I'll also be interested in that. I hate when we're in the middle. Yeah, the middle is really tough here, right? Right in this middle range here. It's very tough to be in the middle range. Stop loss would be 30 pips. Yeah, it's not really worth it with 30 pips stop loss, right? You know, like you literally have to get like all these wicks here. That's why if we can get like a thunderstorm, we can potentially use smaller stop loss. Or at least 5-minute structure, because we're just kind of residing in this range at the moment, you know. So we could just pop up here, break the highs, retest this 5-minute, then fail, right? Because we have no structure for price to react off here, right? Literally, if it wants to retest something, it will retest right next to your stop loss. Actually, your stop loss is here, right? Let me draw a line to where your stop loss would be. Your stop loss would be here. And if it wants to retest something, you know, it would retest, yeah, bottom of the range, you know. So let's let some structure form in here so that we can have some more probabilities. And hopefully we can survive a 15-minute close, which will be the 30-minute close. And with that 15-minute giving us, maybe it flips now, breaks the high, then closes bearish. We can use that bearish close as a setup 3 to put stop loss below somewhere there, or at least just the support. Now that would make a lot more sense, you know, stop loss around 17 pips to 20 pips, and then you have 24 pips and you have 18 pips there. It would make a lot more sense. Harry, you opened the wrong pair? I've not opened the wrong pair. This is GJ. Are you mad? Are you mad, bro? Yeah, look, this is a small pullback coming through. Very hard with GU at the moment as well. No 5-minute close as well to execute on here. Very difficult to try execute on GU. See what gold is doing. Gold is just making a retest here. Again, if this retest ends up failing and we close below the range, can be opportunity for sells. You've added a pair. I never thought I'd see the day. What? Because I traded GU. I've traded GU in the past. It's just that I brought it out after interventions, right? Because normally after interventions we like to chill, but pound was still moving, and I don't mind, you know, employing that. Remember, last week was very slow on GJ, right? We had a few good trades, but it was slow. So the whole point behind that is to execute on a different trade, a different pair, and let, you know, even though, because pound was still moving. So the idea is, okay, one, I give it a chance for 1 week. I don't rush to change pairs. But if I see GJ stuck in a range like this and GU is looking clean, I'll take GU. Why not take a buy GJ break of high? Actually, after this bottom wick, it's not looking crazy. But 5-minute candle is closing bearish back in the range. So I probably like to see another bullish 5-minute close before considering buys. But this is a pullback we were talking about. So luckily, you know, let's say we were waiting for buys. It wouldn't have triggered us anyways because it never broke high. But let's say it did and then you got this pullback. Now you're very close to stop loss. Just like that. You know, you're already down 16 pips or so, you know, which is annoying to be, you know, especially now that probabilities are against you. So nice to see this kind of spread. How much spread you got? GJ 0.7, GU 0, gold 0.4. Yes, that is nice. I changed my broker. Okay, yeah, that is definitely better spreads. Ideally, so this is a good bottom wick here, guys. This is a good bottom wick. So could enter at the break of the high, but ideally I would love to wait for the 1 hour close. That would be extremely nice to have the 1 hour close. So a 1 hour close is in 8 minutes here. So if volume really starts to get going here, we could enter half break of high and then the rest on the 1 hour close. That could be an option. So yeah, this is what I'm looking at. Can you get away with double structure on 5, no pullback on 15? Yeah, you can, especially high volume times. But just depends how many 15 have closed in a row, right? Like most of the time, let's say you had one big 15-minute candle, you know, then it's okay. But yeah, the structure, the reason you have structure is so that price can respect, right? Respect those zones. Stop loss figure current low, yeah, just hover around maybe 900s. Since it's half, I could actually, even if things do get a bit messy, could drag stop loss a little bit lower. Gold bias is mixed bias today, but obviously on higher time frame, guys, on gold I'm more bullish. Something like yesterday price action, yeah, actually quite similar to yesterday's setup. Where will the TP be? I'll have to manage the trade because we're buying back into this very heavy range here. So I might just try leave runners. I might take a trade, try leave runners. So close some a little bit early and then leave runners to really do my business in this trade. Try get back outside of the range and then this just be the liquidity grab. What chart are we on? You can see the chart in 4 places on the chart. In my URL, up here on the top left, here on the bottom right, and here as well on the right. So you want to see the 15-minute candle close weak bearish and the 1-hour candle close strong above. Also, you want the 30-minute candle to close strong above as well. Five-minute is closing bullish here, which is good. GU 4 hours giving breakout, yeah, but we can't buy into those resistances. What about those weak resistances? Which one? You mean this one candle here? My broker, that's a doji. I'd be more worried about the 5-minute resistances. This one up here. About 3 minutes. High time frame has the power. Depends. You know, sometimes it's just, most of the time, yes. But here we can't really run high time frame stops because it won't make sense to take the trade. Because if you look at high time frame stops, they really should be going below bottom of the range, but that's 41 pips. Now it doesn't make sense for 41 pip stop when max target up here is 50 pips, max. And you have to get through all of this, which is a big battle, you know. Set up 3 stops, take it on a 15. Yeah, but the problem with that is that that's, you know, those levels, that's why you don't have higher time frame to carry you there. What is the bias? Please tell us. We're mixed on both pairs, but obviously higher time frame is pointing different directions. For example, gold higher time frame is obviously more bullish than bearish. Yeah, gold is just consolidating in this range. It's very normal after such a big push up. GJ is fighting. It's fighting to get above that 205. It has to close above 205 and above this 15-minute. Otherwise, we're closing back in the range and we're going to start consolidating. Right? Especially if the 1 hour closes below 205, it's not a good 1 hour close. Right? It's not a good 1 hour close at all. So we need to see here, there's 2 minutes left. So we need to see what price wants to do here. Even if it closes above, I think stops will need to go below 1 hour. Yeah, you know, this is what I was saying. It really would make, because if you look at 30-minute, it looks prime for pullback on 30-minute, right? But at least it's keeping us safe, and I don't think we'll have to do anything with this at the moment, because this looks like it's closing back inside the range. Very high chance. So 43 seconds, unless some madness happens right now in the last 30 seconds and you get 1 minute absolute monster towards the upside. It's looking more likely to close below, which you don't even have good range to sell, right? And 1 hour closing bullish will still close bullish on the 1 hour, right? So again, this would be perfect, guys. If we see this, I'll be very excited. Come retest 4 hour support, grab liquidity, then even close back in the range. I might be tempted to go that early and then to see if it goes top of the range. If not, if you can't get in somewhere here, I'll get in back above here after we retest 4 hour support. So yeah, we close below 205. 1 hour is currently making bottom wick. 30-minute close weak bearish. You need another 15-minute candle close above to be looking for buys here. So probably we'll be looking for buys above this. This was discussed in yesterday's xauusd NY chat. I also took the trade. Can you see why it wasn't a good trade? And I was bet an entry for Thunder, didn't close above. Yeah, we explained this. Did you see the discussion there? Why wasn't this a good trade? Oh, someone said this wasn't a good trade. Yeah, this entry here, definitely not a good trade. Yes, for sure. This is very, very simple, right? And the reason this is not a good trade is just check the discussion here if you have a bit of time, because we discussed it in the NY chat. People were asking, but the main reason is because of this, right? Look at my plan as well. You need to make sure to check my plan. This is my plan I sent. It closed right at that resistance. You bought straight at resistance, right? So if we go and check my NY plans that I sent to you guys, you can see that resistance there, right? So that's why we close right at resistance. If we close just above here, breakout on the buys here, then you can trade to this resistance, but you can't just buy at resistance, right? That's never a plan to buy at resistance. So unfortunately, it just shot straight through. We didn't get a nice close above, and that was it. Actually, no, sorry. That was this resistance before news. Then we closed above the second one, right? And then it just closed at the major resistance. So this is even worse, right? This just closed at the second line I had all the way up here, right? So the news came here, it dumped, then a big candle came and closed right at this resistance. So you can't. So be careful with that. Marco, always donating. I appreciate it, man. Lobsters for you, lobsters for you. But I told you, no need to donate, bro. No need to donate. Every time. But I appreciate the support. So, Gio coming back to the top of the range. Cloud is vaping. Please tell him to breathe air. And this guy has bad habit, you know. What's gold doing? Gold is still stuck in this range. Now, if sells are going to make sense, we need sells to close below here. That's the only time I would consider sells, like it says on the screen. And yeah. Look, you made him shy. He turned off his I like his image he sent you. Very kind image. Look at this little liquidity grab, guys, here. We grab liquidity from the lows. I wonder if a 5 closing above here can allow us to scalp. I wonder if a 5 closing above can allow us to scalp. And with volume push through this resistance here. 30-minute close bullish as well. 30-minute setup too. 1 hour candle close bullish as well. Possibly a scalp we could try on gold today. This 18 seconds, I doubt it will do it in 80 seconds, but next 5 minute can have an opportunity here. Right, next 5 minute can have an opportunity. So I'm going to keep an eye out for that for potential buys of a scalp potentially. How many likes we got on the scam likes? 574 votes on the scam likes. YouTube viewers try now. I appreciate everyone showing up to stream as always though, guys. If you're new here, be sure to subscribe to the channel. We are live Monday to Friday. Lots of good information here. If you want to see previous trades we have taken on stream, go ahead and check the stream journal here, and you can have a look at the way that I trade, and yeah, vibe out with us. Join us, and hope you can find some value. And if you find some value, consider sticking around. I think it could be of great benefit for you. So yeah, definitely consider that. And yeah. On Goid, is there no 4 hour to worry about? Let's double check that. Yeah, but that by the time we get there, right? If we have space. Remember, the ranges are pretty big. Like this is maybe about 12 pips at least. You definitely can be break even by there, so I wouldn't be too worried. But if we close too deep, then yes, you're gonna be right. It's gonna be a little bit annoying. There's nothing much we'll be able to do there. Why not short GJ? I don't see an opportunity for shorts at the moment on GJ right next to 4 hour support. There's not enough range. You don't have 15-minute candles closing below. If a 15-minute candle closes below here, you only have you have all of this support back here anyways. But let's say you enter break of low, you have this support 2 pips away, and the 4 hour support is 9 pips away. I rather look for it to retest 4 hour support than take buys. I rather look for buys from the 4 hour support back up. Four hours target, 4 hour support is my target for Thunderstorm. Yeah, but where are you going to put stops? Is it really going to be worth it? Where are you going to put stops? Like, stops have to go, I would say, at least above this structure here. If you're using stops above the structure, you're like 26, 27 pips for like 12 pips here. It's just not worth it, I don't like that idea. If you take a loss, it's going to be heavy, to make something that's worth it from down here. Harry, where can I find your journal? Is people not listening or something? Is everyone okay here? You know, journal, exclamation mark journal in the chat. You'll find the journal. You can also find it in the free Discord. Because writing losses isn't fun. What's your problem, Claudio? I have a problem with journaling. When I take a win, I immediately journal it. For losses, it can take up to 2 days to write it in. Well, yeah, you better not, stream, because you're going to hear about it for 2 weeks. This is my idea. All right, let's have a look at your idea. Since you sent a link, let's have a look. Let's have a look at his idea here. Better work though. If it doesn't work. Uh-oh. Doesn't work, bro. I told you it better work. Told you it better work. Almost got 70 people. Yeah, this is the same number we've had for a couple of weeks when we opened it last month. Right, GJ putting down. This is where I really like. This is where I really like to see the retest come through. Right, retest 4 hour and then we do some business. This will be extremely interesting if we can see that. What do you think of markets price action this summer? I think it's been very, very good. Very good. We've had a lot of consistency, a lot of good wins. I mean, you can see the results yourself, right? You can see the results yourself. I think a lot of consistency, and I like it. I like it. I think I'm happy with how it's going. But again, a lot of people are not patient to wait for proper setups. So you have to just wait for your setup. That's it. Obviously, with interventions happening, we're seeing some sort of slowdown in price on GJ. That's why we were trading GU the beginning of the week, but GU today is not really at a tradable zone, right? We're getting a lot of yen strength today come into the market, but GBP strength is still there, right? GBP strength is still there, but this is just not tradable here top of the range, right? It's not tradable top of the range. Possible breakouts later, but again, we've straight pushed up. We need some sort of structure to form, you know? Now sells on GJ, if we breach this 4 hour support is where sells could start to make sense. But again, this is where I'm looking for my retest. Retest something closing bullish from here. I think we could have some upside form. Especially if this is going to be liquidity grab on the 1 hour. Something I'll be looking for. Gold as well, just mucking about at the moment. For sells below on gold, I want something here. I took a little break for the summer, but still a pleasure to attend the stream. Now, you're always welcome, man, and breaks are good, man. Breaks are very good. Taking a break is very healthy in trading. Something I need to emphasize more, but it's not really the case for what I can do. Need to help multiple people. But yes, it's definitely something that can do a huge benefit for people, especially if you've been trading for a while. Newer people, you need to be grinding, doesn't matter, but you know, someone like me been trading for 4 years, yeah, you know, breaks can be good for sure. Hi, if I wasn't on stream, the rejection on the minute 30 would probably put me off the trade, even though we are more bullish than bearish. What makes you more confident that zone? Because no problem yet. This on gold. With volume to be able to push through that, right? That would be the idea behind the trade. It does put you off, of course, but the thing is, like, if I start seeing rejection from there, I'm out of that, bro. See how this 15-minute candle, 15-minute candle closed above here, guys. 15-minute candle closed above. 5-minute is now closing above. No top. Oh, that blasted there. I need to see if there's top wick on my broker first. No, there's no top wick. Actually, I don't know. But it's the nipplest nipple I've seen. This is like a super cold nipple. This is a Antarctica nipple. Antarctica nipple wick on my broker. No top wick on IC. Zoom it full, you can see. There's like a full nipple. Check it, bro. That's what I mean, Antarctica. Straight into support anyways. Yeah, but with volume there could be potential. Look at 1 hour. Right, you'd be breaking 1 hour high. Yeah, it's tough with that small top wick. It's looking a bit choppy here anyways. This is turning a bit choppy. Let's see how 1 minute looks. Yeah, you have a good bottom wick. Bramsky has a good, top wick. I don't like 1 minute being stuck in the range and full clean candles on 1 minute. Yeah, this is tough. Maybe the next 5 closing above. Or maybe something above here, right? We have a lot of room above here, guys. This could be interesting. Above the 30-minute. Right? Yeah. So something maybe above there could also work. 5-minute closing above there potentially. This is liquidity to grab to go down. Yeah, I'd expect it to break the high though and grab liquidity from then. Let's see how GJ closed. GJ closed above support, right? So we're retesting the 4 hour finally. This is its do or die zone basically. So it either is going to come through this and we're going to have sells continue, or we're going to reject from this right now. So if we do get below this, there's probably some opportunity to sell here in 12 minutes. Graham drivers ready to install. So I need to update my drivers, it's telling me. It's not really interested in my trading at the moment. IGU close above 4 hours. Is it possible to look for upside? What do you think, man? What do you think? Look at be logical here. Don't ask random. Look where we are, right? Look where we are. Right, we had big push. You know, we need some sort of structure. That's what we need here. But in terms of closure, you are right. You know, I'll give you that. But we have nothing here. You know, it's been a big push. So give it a chance. Put RR, brother, please. Okay. Thank you. Great comment. What do you think of gold hour 1 hour break of high? That's what I was saying. That's what I've been saying, right? That's what I've been saying. You were saying this is a liquidity grab to go down. I mean, if this candle thunderstorms here, it looks nice. If it closes back in the range, I don't know. Probably wait for a 5 closing above 67. Really, 67 will be easy. 5 close above there. Look at the 1 minute. It's not looking. Yeah, I think 5 above 67 here is going to be a much better confirmation, because 1 minute can just go grab liquidity and then give you FU candle, right? Look at this empty space here. It's not good structure. We've retested the resistance more than we retested the support. So it's telling me that the resistance is stronger. So if we can break that resistance and hold above with like a 5 minute, then we'll have 1 hour break of high. We'll have 30 minute get above that little zone here. We'll get 15 minute get above this little zone here. And we'll have 5 minute confirmation. I think if we're going to take a scalp, this is going to be much better, right? For a risky, because it'll still be a risky scalp in this range. Best buys are above 72. But at least it will give us more confirmation. Harry, mark your 4 hour. It's marked already. Bro, GJ, what are we doing? Bouncing? Yeah, bro, come on. Can you stop telling me bro, GJ, when nothing is actually happening? We've moved 4 or 5 pips, guys. Come on. What, that green dotted line? Yeah, it's yellow. It is my 4 hour. The daily flip as well. Daily candle flips there. So you would expect that the daily flip for there to be volume, right? Reflip bullish. It's also the 4 hour. So you can just use that as watch. Yeah, now we're starting to create some structure here, which is good. So I feel if we get above there, that would be your option. See if we can do it in 2 minutes. How you mark daily flip? It's setting in Tradingview. Okay, dumb question. I'm newer to trading. How do you know where to put your lines? If you're new to where you don't know where to put your lines, they're put based on candle closes. It's not a dumb question. I recommend you watch my free course. It costs you nothing and it's really going to get you up to scratch, right? Just watch this. Right, take some time and watch this. I think it's going to be really good for you. Could be a good 5 minute close here, guys. Look, liquidity grab on 5 minute as well. Getting towards the upside. This might be something that could be alright. Oh, it needs to chill though. Oh, it's a big 1 minute candle here. Let's see if it can chill. Chill. 1 minute you need to chill for, Mr. Gold. 1 minute here. 1 minute and 4 seconds. All right, 45 seconds. Let's see if we can close above. Stop loss around 23 pips, 24 pips. TP up there 25 pips, so nice 1-to-1. But 21 seconds, we do need to close above that line. If we don't close above that line, I can't really take it, wouldn't follow my plan. We'll see in 10 seconds. If 10 seconds can do business, yes. If it can't do business, then we don't deal with business, right? We don't deal with the business. And it closed below. So this closing below, 5 minutes still closing above. According to my plan, it doesn't really follow my plan as I want something above that zone. Now, if you don't care about that zone and your plan just says break of high, you're happy to go, 1 hour, you're happy to go, that's an option. It does look like it wants to pop a little bit, but I just can't break my rules because I think it looks like it wants to pop. I need to trade based on statistics and probabilities, and it's as simple as that. And if I don't have that on my side, then I'm not going to take a trade just for the sake of taking a trade because I think it's going to pop, you know? GJ coming down now, testing this 204,500 as well. Still no closure below here. We do have a 5 minute now closing below. So you put stops below the current 15. It would be more 5 minute scalp you camp. Yes, it's a 5 minute scalp. I put it back inside of the 5 minute range below the 5 minute candle. But we'd had to close above to give me the probabilities of that, because then I would expect price not to fake out back in the range. But we know why this is happening, because it literally closed at the resistance. So we know why this is happening. Right? This is not a surprise. Now, people who FOMO in, this is where they suffer, right? Because now they're holding bad drawdown. If I would have been, anyways, if I entered, I would have been kicked out of this trade, which is why I don't enter breaking my plan. Now, no one in YouTube chat is going to notice this, right? You guys are not going to notice this. You guys are going to say, oh, you know, just give us a trade. But look how much, now you just avoid a loss, right? Because look at this dump, right? Nice bullish close, break the high, F you, all the way back towards the downside. And that's what I mean. I have to trade based on probabilities, not emotions, right? Because I could easily said it looks like it wants to pop, because it did look like it wants to pop. But I told myself I need to wait for my plan. If it doesn't follow my plan, I'm not missing anything. Even if this flew through the screen, right? If it flew through the screen, I know long term not something I can do, right? Was someone trying to speak? I heard someone speaking. Did you guys hear that, or was that just... Oh, okay. Oh, thanks, man. GJ melting? Let's see what's happening with GJ. Yeah, GJ is melting. See what we can do with GJ here. We need some sort of, you know, some way to get in here. This is a lot of strength coming into the yen here. A lot of strength. Lot of strength coming into the yen. It's quite exciting, this, to be honest. Quite exciting. Why is there strength? I'm not sure. There's nothing that's been announced, but it's not GBP, right? Because GBP is continuing to be strong. So this is just a shit ton of yen strength. USD JPY must be melting as well. You know, so this is not GBP weakness. This is a very strong yen bulls coming in. And I would assume they're taking profits from gold and putting money into the yen as a safe haven. That's the reason why, right? That's what I would expect here. As fundamentally, we've had no speeches. We can double check to see if anyone has opened their mouth to do with the yen. So let's have a look here. But since, you know, so let's have a look here. CPI we know about, because it can be considered a safe haven. Yeah, like you take profits, you put it in the yen, and we see the yen getting stronger. Taiwanese, not too much. New Zealand, you know, yeah. So this is the only reason that makes sense for me. But then gold should melt? Not really, man. You have to realize gold is a stronger asset here. You know, it has melted. This is a big melt. You know, look at this melt here. From tip to tip, this is already 200 pip melt. Just because yesterday we pushed, but if you measure this as a percentage of yesterday's move on the breakout here, right? If that's 100% of yesterday's move is 360 pips, and we've pulled back 200 pips. That's almost more than 50% of that move retraced, right? That's 50% of that move retraced. So that is big profit taking, Claudio. So let's see what GU is doing right here. No pullbacks yet. Hopefully it can give us some form of pullbacks here, so we can look for buys. I would love to see 15-minute give a proper setup 3 here, not something like this. This is not enough. Plus, where's targets? We need to go see targets. We have this key level here we need to worry about, 1.3. Maybe something above 1.3. Because we need liquidity on GU to continue this, right? There's no liquidity grab at the moment. Buys do look good, I do agree here, but we have no structure, nothing. Right? We need some sort of we also don't have a 1 hour candle closing above. So we need some sort of, I'd really like to see this fail and then the next one close above. That would be extremely interesting for me. You know, 1.3 could be a problem. Yeah, target is 1.3, you know. That's a big key level, guys. You know, 1.3 is big level on these pairs. Because next time we go is like 1.4, right? 1.2. Like 1.3 is pretty big. To go from 1.2s to 1.3s is pretty big. So naturally you see algos take profit at that zone. You can see here a big reaction there. Bro, Tony, please, you're like YouTube chat. Gold trying to close above. 12 minutes, bro. 12 minutes. Where's the close? That's done because 15-minute close bearish, right? So now you're taking a 15. Now that whole setup changes because now you're taking a 15-minute bearish close with a 5-minute bullish. You need 15-minute bullish, 5-minute bullish, you know? Now the probabilities are different. This is a whole different setup. Now you just take this based on 1 hour. It's the only way to get in now. GJ coming all the way down to the bottom of the range. Man, charts are moving today. Lot going on, lot going on. Would this be a good time for Japanese to intervene? They won't. They don't need to intervene here because they won't have to because of the weakness. This is actually good for their currency. So they're happy with this weakness here. If 5 minute does close above here, it does look like it wants to pop, but it's different because now we have 15 closing bearish, so I kind of want to be waiting for the 15. Do you let trades sit overnight over the weekend? If I have the opportunity to, yeah. If I'm holding runners, I don't mind. 1.3 being tapped here. Oops. So let's see how it reacts here. I really want more structure on GU here. This candle closed double no top wick here. I watched about your bias, but I still don't understand, and I used the indicator and it said bullish, but everything went bearish. Yeah, it can happen, man, especially with news. You probably had news that happened. I recommend you watch it again and understand how that indicator was made, right? And how to analyze bias. ASP on GU has been 30 pips. Yeah, we pushed more than 30 pips though. It hasn't been 30 pips though. This is 27 pips already. Yeah, it's a lot of volume coming to pound here. This is hard to get involved in this. Double no top wick sucks. It's just not giving us a chance. With any pullbacks, you have to just FOMO into highs, which you guys love doing, so do it. Make yourselves feel better. FOMO into highs, my expertise? Yes. Used to be my expertise as well until I started losing my ass. Can you check the trade taken on chart general chat? I'm a bit busy, brother, a bit busy. It's easier for me to just answer the exclusives here. We're analyzing the charts at the moment. We can look at it maybe later. Gold having a nice little pop here. 5 minute did end up closing above, but this would have been even more frustrating because we closed no top wick, open no bottom wick. So even if we had the 15 closing bullish, still. And that's just following your plan. Hi Harry, in the exclusive group, how many spots left? Exclusive group is on waitlist, bro. So just hop on the waitlist. The sooner you get on the waitlist, the sooner you'll be able to be accepted. So yeah, just it's not open till next month, but you'll be accepted on the waitlist earlier. I'm accepting 2 people a week, so that's the link. You can see that. So up to you. If you want to just wait, then you wait, and yeah. GU is moving very nice here. Very, very, very beautiful move this. Took the trade based on 1 hour? Yes, based on 1 hour definitely does make a lot of sense. I do agree. Yeah, this is a amazing push here on GU. Wow. Very nice. Beautiful movement here. Great volume. Look at that. 12 pips on GU already. Wow. That's great for GU movement here. Still pushing here. Still ripping. Check that out. Very, very good. Nice to see. Now, if any one of you feel FOMO right now, you should have taken it, right? So you have to be honest with yourself. You have to be honest with yourself. If you're feeling FOMO right now, then take it. No one's stopping you, right? Who's stopping you? Right? No one is stopping you from doing what you want to do. And that is how the markets work. Am I feeling? No. I'm just, the only thing I will feel in trades is annoyed it didn't give me a setup. You know? I took it, not sure why you didn't like it. No pullbacks, double no top wick. I had double no top wick. So you had top wick here. I need to check my broker. Literally broke the high when people were calling setup 3 on GU. This is what I mean. I don't like three pairs. We were looking at gold closing above. We were looking at GJ closing below. And then GU was playing out already. This is my point. It gets too hectic like that. Yeah, on GU I have a nipple wick on the previous 15 and no top wick on the current one. Going in the notes, did not expect this. This is nothing to note. You don't get this movement all the time. Right? So it's not really nothing to note. Especially after we've had straight push here. Like if this pulled back better and we had a top wick on this setup 3, yeah, that's still a risky shot. It still makes sense, but risky shot. You know, you can consider yourself lucky that this volume came in, because after this amount of push, how do you know that this volume is going to come in? Off what are you basing it off? Right? So that's being a little bit lucky to know that, hey, this much volume came in after that minimum pullback, you know? Now again, 30, if it closed stronger bearish and we had a little bit more bottom wick, it makes more sense. You know, but with such a move already from the morning straight up, with news as well, it's very hard. On stream you wrote Tuesday? Oh yeah, I forgot to change it. It's not something it will happen every time, since GU likes pullbacks. Yeah. Like look at how limited the bottom wick is here on the 30-minute, right? Can I look for counter trend? This is a very dangerous mindset to have, right? Very dangerous mindset to have, that when something's going up, you want to be looking for something going down. Don't build that mindset. Very dangerous. Yeah, gold has moved nice as well. Again, no bottom wick on the 5-minute. So even if we wouldn't really be able to do much here. I'm new here. What should I do now? Watch my free course on YouTube. Cost you nothing and it will get you up to scratch. I really would recommend that. It'll get you up to scratch and cost you nothing. Right? So check that out. It's on my YouTube channel, free course. Just watch that, and I'll see you tomorrow on stream. Do you think GJ wick fill was an option? Such a small wick, man. Can be rejected here, yeah, but you'd like to see a little liquidity grab just to be nasty to anyone holding buys. Right, just for it to come back down, grab a little bit of liquidity, and then blast. Right, this is scary how many wicks are together. We can look for setup 5, exactly, yes. Yeah, setup 5 would make sense. Do you think gold will trend up? Yeah, gold is trending up at the moment. As we can see, that 4 hours not too important as we expected. So that's very nice there. It would have hit TP there. Yeah, only time frame this makes sense is on a 1 hour time frame, right? Break of 1 hour high, 58 pips stop loss. 30 minute, does it make sense? Not really, because 30 minutes rejecting, right? You can see 30 minutes rejecting as well. Even if I went aggressive on the 5-minute close, can't enter on 5-minute close since no top wick, no bottom wick, very hard to enter. And then straight push up, so yeah. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna hop off now. If there's no entry that's gonna allow me to get in that follows my plan, I have no business here, as there's nothing I can do. Obviously, some great moves in the market. Nice to see some yen strength come into it. This could give us great opportunity for buys in the future here on pound. And in the meantime, we could even be selling it if this changes into a little bit, you know, a little bit of a downside move. Now, on gold as well, New York can set up for great buy opportunities, continue yesterday's momentum towards the upside, and London just is creating the liquidity for that. GU, same type of story there, and then yeah, that's exactly what I'm gonna be looking for. So appreciate everyone showing up. Let's get it, guys. I'll catch you guys on tomorrow's stream. So far been a good week, 1 win, 1 break even, can't complain. Pretty smooth week, you know, and we keep it moving, so let's see what other options we have, and we'll take it from there. So appreciate everyone showing up on stream. Take care, trade sharp, and hopefully catch you guys on tomorrow's stream. Leave a subscribe so you can join up and be early, so you can see the analysis and don't ask me buy or sell. So yeah, take care, trade sharp, hopefully catch you guys soon. Peace. Yes sir.